The night was restless. Dark clouds rolled over the town like heavy curtains closing off the sky, and thunder cracked in the distance, echoing through the empty streets. Inside a small wooden house on the outskirts, Daniel finished washing the last dish while his daughter Lily curled up on the couch with a blanket wrapped around her shoulders. Daniel was a single father, by circumstance, not choice. Lily's mother had left shortly after she was born, unable to handle the weight of motherhood. Since then, Daniel learned how to cook, clean, comfort, protect, and raise a child all on his own. And despite the exhaustion, he loved every piece of the life he had built for them. When he tucked Lily into bed, she murmured sleepily, "Daddy, will you stay until I fall asleep?" "Of course, sweetheart," he whispered, brushing her hair aside. He waited until her breathing softened, then quietly stepped out of the room. But just as he reached the hallway, he heard it. A knock. Soft, hesitant, almost afraid. He froze. At this hour, with a storm beginning to roar outside, it made no sense. The knock came again, slightly louder this time. Daniel walked to the door cautiously, not fully opening it at first. And standing on his porch, drenched from head to toe, was a woman. Rainwater dripped from her hair, down her jacket, pooling at her feet. She looked disoriented, cold, and desperately in need of help. "Please," she said in a fragile voice, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I need a place to stay, just for tonight." Daniel could have asked questions, could have hesitated, but something in her eyes told him she wasn't dangerous. She was hurting. "Come in," he said immediately. She stepped inside, shivering as she wrapped her arms around her body. Daniel closed the door behind her, blocking out the howling wind. "Sit near the fire," he said gently. "You're freezing." She nodded, sitting down while he fetched a clean towel and one of his jackets. "My name is Emma," she said softly. "Thank you, truly." Daniel handed her the towel. "I'm Daniel, and you're safe here." She gave a small smile, one that vanished almost as quickly as it appeared, replaced by exhaustion. A few minutes later, Lily's small footsteps echoed in the hallway. She appeared in the living room, sleepy and confused. "Daddy, is someone here?" Daniel smiled at her reassuringly. "This is Emma. She needed a warm place to stay." Lily looked at Emma for a long moment, then walked over with her stuffed bear. "You can use him. He helps when I'm sad." Emma's eyes filled instantly. Tears she tried to hide. She held the bear gently, as if it were something fragile and precious. "Thank you," she whispered. "You're very sweet." For the first time that night, Emma smiled genuinely. They talked for a while. Emma didn't say much about where she came from, just that she needed time away. Daniel didn't pry. He knew better than to dig into someone's pain before they were ready. As the storm worsened, Emma helped Daniel finish tidying the living room. She laughed softly when Lily showed her drawings. She watched Daniel interact with his daughter, noticing how gentle and attentive he was. When it was time for bed, Daniel prepared the couch for her. "You'll be comfortable here," he said. Emma hesitated before lying down. "Daniel, most people wouldn't have opened their door to a stranger." "Everyone needs help sometimes," he replied simply. She studied him for a long moment. long enough for him to feel something shift in her expression. "Good night," she whispered. The house fell quiet, but inside, something new had begun. The next morning, Emma woke early and made breakfast, wanting to repay the kindness she received. Daniel was surprised when he walked into the kitchen to find pancakes and warm coffee waiting. "You didn't have to do all this," he said. "I know," she replied, "but I wanted to." They talked more that day, small things at first, favorite foods, music, memories, but each time Emma spoke, Daniel sensed something heavy behind her words, something she wasn't ready to reveal. Sometimes she looked out the window with worry, checking her phone repeatedly. Sometimes she seemed distant, other times deeply present. By evening, she stood in front of Daniel with trembling hands. "I should go." "Already?" Daniel asked. "You've done more than enough for me, but I can't stay. Not with what's waiting for me out there." Before he could ask what she meant, a black luxury car pulled up outside. Two men in suits stepped out, standing like guards. Emma went pale. One of the men approached the porch. "Miss Davenport, your father has been worried sick." Daniel blinked. Davenport? As in the Davenport family? The wealthy owners of half the businesses in the region? Emma avoided Daniel's shocked eyes. "I'm sorry," she said quietly. "I didn't want you to treat me differently." She turned to leave, but paused at the door. "You and Lily gave me something I haven't felt in a long time. Safety, warmth, a place that felt real." Then she stepped into the car, and the door closed behind her. The car drove away, leaving only silence. Months passed. Life returned to normal. Daniel worked, cooked, cleaned, and read Lily bedtime stories. But something lingered in the house. The memory of a stormy night, a stranger on the porch, and the warmth she brought despite the cold. Lily asked about Emma often. "Do you think she misses us?" Daniel didn't know how to answer. Until one late afternoon, while Daniel was fixing a cabinet, there was a knock at the door, a single, soft knock. Daniel's heart froze. He opened the door slowly, and there she was, Emma. Not drenched, not exhausted, not lost, but radiant, confident, beautiful. Yet the softness in her eyes, the same warmth she had shown his daughter, was still there. "Hi, Daniel," she said with a shy smile. "I hope I'm not interrupting anything." Daniel was speechless. Lily bolted from behind him. "Emma!" Emma knelt down and hugged her tightly, tears filling her eyes. Daniel stepped aside. "Come in." Emma looked around the small house like she was stepping into a memory she cherished. "I've been wanting to come back for a long time," she said, "but I needed to fix the chaos in my life first." She took a deep breath. "I didn't just leave home. I ran away from expectations, pressure, and decisions that were being forced on me. And that night, your home felt like the first place I could breathe." Daniel listened silently. Then Emma continued, voice trembling. "I want to share something with you. My full name is Emma Davenport. My family owns Davenport Industries, but that's not who I am. Not really. And when I stayed here, you treated me like a person, not a name." She stepped closer. "I haven't felt that kind of sincerity in years." Daniel swallowed. "Emma, you don't owe me anything." "I know," she whispered. "That's why I'm here. Not out of obligation, but because I want something more." She looked at him with raw vulnerability. "I want you and Lily to come live with me." Daniel took a step back, stunned. "Live with you?" "Yes," she said, with a soft, hopeful smile. "Not for luxury, not for status, but because being with you felt like home. And I want to build that home together." Lily grabbed Daniel's hand. "Daddy, can we go with Emma?" Emma knelt beside her. "Only if both of you want to." Daniel looked at Emma, really looked. He saw her fear, her sincerity, her desire for a life that wasn't built on wealth, but on connection. And for the first time since Lily was born, he imagined a future where he wasn't alone. He exhaled slowly. "If this is truly what you want, then yes." Emma broke into tears, throwing her arms around him, then around Lily. Over the next few weeks, Daniel packed their things. Emma helped them move into her beautiful coastal home, a place full of space, warmth, and endless possibilities. But the most important thing wasn't the size of the house. It was the feeling. Emma kept Daniel's routines alive. She cooked with him, helped Lily with homework, spent evenings by the fire telling stories. They laughed, grew, healed, and built a family, brick by brick, moment by moment. And on nights when the wind whispered outside her mansion's windows, Emma would hold Daniel's hand and say, "The storm that brought me to your door was the moment my whole life changed." And Daniel believed it, because sometimes the most unexpected storms bring the brightest new beginnings.